everyone, it's Eileen from Now There's a Crafty Idea, and I am here with a little craft room. I'm just going to check the focus on this because, oh, there we go, it's a bit better. It just looked like it was a little out of focus. I'm here with another little craft with me, and I just thought I'd bring you along and see, you know, if you wanted to craft along. So what I found was in another cupboard at the bottom of another drawer, I found these envelopes. Now I must have made them a while ago, and all it is, it is wax paper, like baking parchment, and it's the paper that I used to do my coffee dyeing on. So as you can see, it's took on a lot of the patina, little word there, from the actual coffee dyeing process. And I loved the paper and I wanted to use it because I don't have any glassine bags, and I just thought this paper is just too beautiful not to use. So what I did was I cut it into these little coin envelopes, and they're really easy to make, the coin envelopes. I'll show you a quick demonstration if I can find. I'll tell you what, let's just grab a page out of the glue book because they're really simple to make. Not that one, because that one's got glue on it. And I mean, if you just sit on a night, you can make up loads, and you can use any kind of paper to make them. As you can see, I'm just going to use this. So it's as simple as put one fold in, and then you put another fold in, leaving just enough room in the middle, so here, for you to be able to glue, so that you've got like a little tube. Now, before you, no, we're not going to glue it yet, hold on a minute. So the next thing, and I like to use a rule for this, is to fold over the bottom. So try and get it straight, because you want your envelope to be straight. I mean, you can do this freehand if you wanted to, so that you've just folded it over like that. Now you do the top. Now the top you want a little bit bigger, because this is going to be the flap of your envelope. So make it a little bit bigger, and because I've torn that one, I want to give it just that little bit extra as well. And then the same thing, just fold it over. So what you end up with is this. Now here's the clever bit. Fold it so that you bring the two sides together, and you just, from the bend, just cut a simple V. Okay, and then on the top, depending on the shape you want your envelope flap to be, bring the two folds together. You can cut it straight across and like up the side, or you can give it a little bit of a curve, which is what I like to do. And then because this one's a little bit raggedy, I will go right across the front, the top, and then that's it. And then it's as simple as, once you've got it all opened out, you just cut off these bits. Now I would cut them below the line, because you want it to be slightly lower than the flap that you've made. And then it's as simple as that. And these are just the most simple, easy thing to make. Let's just move all that rubbish. And then it's as simple as putting a little bit of glue down the side, and then a little bit of glue on the flap. And there you go, you've got yourself a little coin envelope. Ta-da! And then you can decorate them any way any way you want. So that's exactly what I've done with this paper. I've cut it into different sizes, so I've got lots of different size envelopes. And I love the patina on them. I love the way they turned out, and that just sounds great, doesn't it? I just love that kind of smell, that kind of scent, and the smell because of the coffee. Oh, amazing. So I just thought I would sit and decorate some. So I've done a couple, and I got some. This one's just very simple. So there's the flap, and then it goes in. I will say, if you're making them with the wax paper, don't use glue stick. Use a tacky glue or Fabri-Tac to glue them down, because if you use a glue stick, it will glue them down, but then when you go to use them, it'll just pop open. It doesn't hold the wax paper very well. Whereas this stuff, high tack original, very sticky, all-purpose glue. It dries clear, so you're not going to see it. Once it's all perfectly dried, you're not going to see it through the paper. And it's really tough glue, so that's what I've used. But Fabri-Tac is another good one for this, because you want it to dry clear. Because otherwise you're going to see your glue marks, because this is obviously transparent paper. So I just did like a little bit of a cluster thing on that one, and this is just oh my word, my brain, it is just washi tape. And I got this box, and it's just got lots of lovely different types of washi taping, and I just thought I would use, you know, use what I've got on the table. So I'm just going to keep on decorating if you wanted to decorate along with me. And I've got loads of words as well, which I sat and cut out, so I might use that one. And I want to just cut it down a little bit. So now I need a butterfly to go with it. And let's get over to my Hearts ephemera, which I still haven't put away yet. I'll just get a nice butterfly out, and I think I might put, I've got this this fabric, which is an old oh, what do you call it, an old tablecloth, and I coffee dyed it and then cut it up, and I'm just using it for layering on the back of things, and it's so nice. I mean, the tablecloth itself was huge, and look how much I've got left. Not a lot. So if I pop that down, let's have a look and see what this is going to look like. And then put that butterfly on. Then the word butterfly just sitting underneath. It needs something else, doesn't it? It does. It needs something else. Let's have a look and see what I've got. I've got some of this paper. Let's have a look and see. This is very old paper, and it just, as you can see, doesn't take much to tear. Oh no, I didn't want to cut it. There we go. Right. Let's just see. How does that look? Yeah, I'm liking that. That looks good. Let's do it. Let's get our ink out. And I'm using the vintage photo ink as usual. I am going to try some different ones. I've got the walnut stain, and I know that that one's quite dark, but you know, I might start using that a little bit more, because I do like the grunge. These words are just, all I did was I just typed in the words, used loads of different fonts, and then printed them out on well, I didn't print them out on coffee dyed paper. I printed them out and then coffee dyed the paper, and as you can see, I've just got tons of different ones. So yeah, it's always a good idea just to get a few words printed out and then popped in your ephemera, because you never know when they're going to come in handy. I mean, I think I did these about 8 months ago. So yeah. Okay, now pop this away. Let's get our tacky glue, because again we need tacky glue to hold this down. Nothing else is going to stick to this wax paper. Believe me, I've tried. I'll just get this. And where's me cloth? Wait a minute while I just get me little cloth. Just want to get those little bits soaked up. Just so you don't see a line of glue. There we go. Perfect. Now, next bit. Take the lid off, it helps. It doesn't matter that I've put a little rip in there, it'll just add to the shabbiness of it. And once it's all glued down, it's not going to make any difference. Unless I drop it like that. all over everything. Where's my cloth? There we go. Right, now our lovely butterfly, or flutterby as I used to call them. I couldn't say butterfly when I was a kid, but I could say flutterby, and that's what I used to call them. Butterfly, flutterby. I don't know what the difference was for a young mouth, but I just could not say that butterfly, but I could say flutterby. My niece, when she was little, she couldn't say chimney. She used to call it a, oh, what was the word? Chinamy. It was a chinamy, not a chimney. Chinamy. It's just like, oh, I've realised I just wanted that to be poking out from underneath. There we go. And I like it kind of at an angle. It looks better. There we go. So there's one done. Cool. On to the next one. I think I might use some more of this washi tape on this one, because I'm really enjoying it. Let's see, a nice thick one. What's this one like? I think that's more, I think it's a bit of a seasonal one, that one. Okay, let's see. Oh, books and tea. Oh, I don't like the words on that one. Sorry, I'm out of shot, you can't see. How about this green one? I like a little bit of green. And what I'll do is I'll do it double length so that I can go all the way around. Right. Now I've told you not to use glue stick on this, but when it comes to the washi tape, you need a little bit of extra help, and it will actually help. Mixed with the glue on the washi tape, it'll help to hold it onto here. And if not, just use a little bit of your tacky glue. There we go. I just want to go across the bottom, but I want to go a little bit further up because I'm going to add something to it. Right. And straight round to the back. Match it all up. And there we go. That's looking pretty. I'm liking that. Get rid of that tiny little bit that stuck to me. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? I've got some little quotes here as well. The value of a good story. Nope. Through stories we can explore our hearts and souls. I like that. See, I just look for nice quotes, and I type them into Word and then just print them out. And I think it makes nice ephemera. So if you've got any favourite quotes, or if you just want to look for them, Pinterest is a great place to go looking for quotes. Well, it's a great place to go looking for anything really. So if you haven't got Pinterest, you should really try it. It's an app, and anything craft related at all that you might be interested in, you type it in and it'll find it for you. Now it's almost too big, but I think we can get away with that. It needs something behind it, something. Maybe we could use a little bit of this. Let's see, maybe it's this bit. Yeah, that might work. I'm going to go with the top bit though. And I'm just going to tear around where I've torn it, because like I say, it's almost too big for the envelope. So we can't have it too big. Oh, that's it. That little bit of layering is perfect. Just get rid of this tiny bit at the end. There we are. Excuse me. Right, glue book, where are you? And let's get some ink on this. There we go. So my niece has just gone back to work today. She works in a bar, and they've just opened up the bar. Today's the first day, and she's so nervous. She was like, "Oh, Auntie, I don't know if I can do it." She's got a 13-hour shift as well. But you know, we have to start opening things up, I guess. I just think it's, personally, I think it's too soon to be opening the bars, but then I don't know. Pull you across just a little bit. There we are. Right, yeah, I like that. That's good. Now let's get our tacky glue out. Before I do that, you know what I want to do? I just want to go across this a little. Just a little bit too white. It just needs a little bit more, I don't know. There we go, that's better. Right, let's get you out of the way. Tacky glue. Yeah, so I'm a bit worried about her. I mean, they've done it really well. They've got they've sectioned the whole pub off, so that everybody has their own little section, and it's table service, so you can't go to the bar, which is good because, you know, you don't want loads of people flocking to the bar. And she's got a mask to wear. Well, they've got several masks, so they've got to keep changing them. I like that. It's a bit more simple, but I kind of like it the way it's worked out. Right, let's go another one and start on another one. So it's really good, I suppose, the way they've done it. It's just, it's scary, you know, these kids. I've just seen this. Oh, isn't that pretty? Romance. It needs something behind it. Can we use some of our other lace? Let's see. It's romance, so it needs something lacy. That's nice, I like that. Okay. So they've got lots of precautions in place, but you know, you just can't help but worry about it, can you? I mean, I still can't get over the fact that she's not running around in a nappy. You know, they grow up too quick, don't they? I can't believe it. My two girls are growing up and... oh, it's scary. Right. That needs a little something else, but I'm not sure what. It's got its bird, and it is a big label. I'm not sure if there's something else that I want to pop onto it. I mean, it might be nice with a flower in the middle of the label. It's already got the bird with the flowers though. Do you know? I'm not sure about this one. Maybe if we layer it with some more of this lovely paper, but put it behind the lace, that might work. Let's give it a go. It just needs a little something, doesn't it? I just can't figure out what. It needs to be quite wide, actually. Sometimes when you look at things, you know, you're just like, well, I don't know what that means, what that needs, but it needs something. Sometimes you just can't get it figured out, can you? So I can have like, I'll have like a few projects to do, and I know what I want to do with them, and I'm sitting looking at them and thinking, no, you're just not right, and I have to walk away and leave them, and every now and then I'll keep walking back to them and looking and thinking, no, there's still just something not right, and I keep on doing that until eventually something just clicks, doesn't it? That's quite grungy. I like that though, with the whole romance thing. Now let's have a look and see what this looks like. That's better. I'm liking it better. It does need another something else, but I think for now I'll just put these on. I'll pop it away and I'll see what it looks like once I've had some time to think about it. It's going to be one of them ones, I think, but not to worry. Lots and lots of glue. There we go. Okay. So my youngest was like, she's got a holiday coming up, and her and her boyfriend are off at the same time. And she was like, you know what, I might go camping. I'm like, you can't go camping. She was like, well, why not? I'm like, we're in lockdown. She's like, well, you know, Mum, things is opening up. I'm like, I know, but they haven't opened up the campsite yet, have they? And in my head, I'm thinking, don't go camping, please don't go camping. But she's like, I know, Mum, but you know, we're only going to go camping. We're just going to pop a tent up. It's not going to be that big a deal. And I'm like, well, but I think they've decided maybe not to. I was like, why don't you, instead of spending all that money going camping, why don't you just have yourself some nice like days out round here, even though there's nothing open. But you know, they could have some picnics and things like that. But I don't know, I think that she's absolutely sick at the minute, and she's like, we want to just go somewhere. Me, I'm quite happy to stop in as long as my craft room's open. But then I think I was like that before COVID anyway, so. Right, let's have a look and see what that looks like. It's a scary prospect though, isn't it? It really is. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I just think it needs a little something else. Just pop a little bit more underneath there. There we go. Right, there's another one. We might come back to that one, I'm not sure. Let's see, what have we got? I've got a really nice grungy one. Oh, look at that. Look at the patina on that. That's gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it very well on the camera, but it's got all sorts of different colours in it and that. I don't know what I was tea-dyeing at the time, but it looks great. Now, I do want to use, and I've thrown it all over the place, some of this ephemera. So, let's have a look and see. And I'm not quite sure what I want to use. Oh, I like that. Let's just get a few flower bits out and see what there are, and then we can see which one we think works. Right, let's put these ones away. Right, so we've got that one, which is, does it go that way? It goes that way, which is quite nice. I think I want something with a bit of height. There's that one. I kind of like that one. Okay, that's not too bad. And then there's that one. That one just gets lost, doesn't it? I kind of like that one. That's quite nice. So what I might do is, let's see, what do we have? I've got some nice some of the ribbon that the buyer's tape that I stamped. Could put that along the bottom, couldn't we? And then have that, because it's got nice leaves on it. And then what else do I have? Got some fabric that we could put up that way. I like that. Let's get that cut and see what it looks like. And we'll give this a little cut here. Like that. Right. And I think that the colours are all going to work. This is a very similar colour, isn't it? Right. Okay, it needs something else. Back to our trusty paper. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, let's give this one a go. Okay, so let's get some inking done first. I like playing about with these. They're nice, they're fun, and they look great inside a junk journal. Like I say, the sound really great, all crinkly, and they look really good as well. Because once you put a bit of ephemera inside, it's kind of you know, you can see the ephemera poking out like through the paper, so it just gives it that nice look. Right, let's start by getting the ribbon down. Right, move that out before it drives me crazy. And this is a bias tape that I created myself. I think I've still got some bits of it left in the shop. If you're interested, the link's down below. And I did a few different patterns of it, and I just coffee dyed the bias tape. It's cotton bias tape, and I coffee dyed it, and then I stamped on it some different stamps. So there's postage ones and there's script ones, and it's really nice to use, especially in little collages like this. It's cute. Let's just cut the extra bits off. Careful not to cut the side of the envelope. And then this, I'm going to give it a little bit of distress because it's a little bit too white. There we go. Quick and simple. Oh, and I've dropped my little thing, 1 second. Oh, got it. There we are. Let's get some glue on here. Whoops, a daisy. There we are. And I'll pop you to the side. There we are. And now let's just get some glue on this. I'm going to bring that down just a little touch. There we go. And then let's get these done. Well, I'm liking the colour palette of this one. That's really nice, that. Really nice. Lovely. Very lovely. Oh, yeah. I'll show you what I mean about the ephemera. When you put some ephemera in, let's get something that's like got a lot of colour on it. So see, this one's got all the lovely butterflies on, and when you put it in, you can actually see the ephemera behind. Isn't that great? That's why I like using this. It's really nice stuff. And again, oh, I would just sit here and play with it all day. Right, how many have we got left? We've got 3 left. Let's do something with these 3. I kind of like what I've just done with the flower, and we do have these other 2 flowers left. Now this one's not as highly coloured as the other one, and you can see that it's making that stand out a little bit more. So let's see what we've got in the way of fabrics. I've got this stuff which I love, and let's just get a nice square of this. And let's pull all these bits out because it's like a it's like a cheesecloth, but it's a butter cloth, so it's a little bit more tightly woven than a cheesecloth would be. I'll pop it that way. I like that, and it's quite simple, but I'm going to leave it simple because I want that simplicity about it. So where's my ink? I'm really going to give this a heavy ink because I want it to have a lot of definition. Because this is a simple piece, I want the definition there, so I'm going to give it a really heavy ink around the edges. There we go. Yeah, I'm loving that. That almost gives it a shadow effect, which is great. So let's get some glue on. And we'll glue this. I'm loving it. I'm gonna have to make some more coffee dyed paper so that I can make some more of this, wax paper. I mean, I don't know if I've heard of freezer paper. I don't know what that is because I've never seen that in England. But this is actually just baking parchment or wax paper or greaseproof paper. Yeah, sometimes it's called. And it's just what you put on your baking trays when you're baking, or put it around the cakes when they're rising and that. That's nice. And because that's a different colour, see the difference in colour between these two envelopes? I hope that's showing. I don't know if that's showing up so well on the camera, but there's a huge difference in colour. Let's just give that a whole different colour palette. Here's a little bit more glue at the bottom there. There we go. Right. Now, where's that last flower? Let's do something with this because I kind of like that last flower. Now, what else do we have? Well, we've got some more of that fabric and it has got similar colours in. So how about we put that across the bottom? Let's just pull all these spare threads out because there's just spare threads all over it. Right, there we go. Okay. We could put it, I'm just going to have it so that it's fraying out over the side. It's a nice little snippet to use on something else. There we are. I like that. Right. That's nice and frayed. Okay, so we've got that. And then maybe a word. Maybe we could use a nice word. We haven't used a word yet. Oh, we've got this nice vintage tag. Wrong colour. No. No. Let's have a look at some of our... We've got phrases and words. Beautiful. That's nice. I like that. Okay, that was quick. That was nice. I'm just going to tear around this word. And then I might layer it with a bit of the book page. Just to give it a bit more definition and a little bit more presence on the page. So if I just get a little bit of the book page, go it upside down and just layer it around. Well, that didn't go well. Let's get another piece. Okay, right. Make this easier on yourself, Eileen. That's better. Right. There we are. Got it. Got it. I've got it. Right, let's get everything inked up. And I keep on inking my thumb. Oh dear me. I swear it's starting to look like nail polish now. You know how years ago smokers used to get yellow thumbs? People must think I smoke like a chimney. Never smoked a day in my life. Now it's called crafter's thumb. Crafter's thumb. Oh my word. Maybe I need to get out more. Dear me. Do you ever do that? Do you ever ink yourself up? Not on purpose. Oh my word, my word. Right, okay. So that just gives that a little bit extra something. Now let's see. Let's put everything together and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's okay. I kind of like it. Let's get the flowers inked up. And again, I'm going to make sure these have got a really good ink. Oh, that needs popping out. Just to give them definition. Getting all the little nooks and crannies. There we go, that's better. Yes, I'm liking it. Yeah, okay. And I'm going to even ink this fabric because again it's a little bit too white. There we go, perfect. Right, let's get some glue on. All the way to the end, and let's put our little panel on. There's my little cloth. There we go. Right, flowers first, I think. Oh, the little blackbird's singing his little heart out. Aren't they glorious creatures, blackbirds? Absolutely adore them. I love listening to him at this time of day. He's just so sweet. I hope you can hear him. Right, let's pop that on. There we go. Oh, I'm liking that one. That's perfect. Lovely. Right, last one. Last one. Let's think. Let's think. What can we do? What can we do? I want something big on this one. So I'm not sure what. Again, I'm going to go back to this ephemera just because I like it so much. Maybe I like that. Let me just, I'm just going to get everything out and just see what there is. Because there's all sorts of things in here that are hiding that I can't actually get at. Like that. Oh. No, too big. More flowers. More butterflies. That's quite nice, I like that. It's got naturalists and travel companions containing instructions for collecting and preserving objects of natural history. Well, that's exactly what this is, isn't it? Nice little envelope, so that's perfect. Now, what else can we pop on? Because that's going to be great with our upcoming journal. That's not quite the right colour. That's better. I'm going to make maybe a little cluster thing going on. Maybe. I'm not happy about that. I don't know. That's just not quite what I'm after. Maybe as we get rid of that. I'm kind of liking that. I'm kind of liking that. Okay. Let's get the rest of this put away. And then we can see what else we've got to play with. And we've got some nice ribbon. Could put up the side there. I like the idea of that, so let's just cut some of that off. Oh, I'm nearly out of that ribbon. have to get some more. I'm running out of me, sorry, lace. Me lace. I'm running out of me lace. So if that's, I think it looks better on an angle. And then we pop that there with the flowers going straight up. And then where do we want the butterfly? Kind of. So I don't want to lose that. That's alright, I quite like that. I like that configuration. Yeah. Does it need a little bit more fabric behind maybe? Maybe we could put a little bit of that behind the lace. Okay, let's give it a go. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we've got another little snippet for something else. Okay. So, if we pop that there, and then that there, this is exactly what I was talking about before. You know what, maybe if I ink it, I'll be able to get a better idea of how it's going to look. When you just can't make up your mind. Okay, it's looking better. I'm liking it inked. I'm liking it inked. I like that. I do kind of like the flower there sticking up with just a little bit of that fabric coming from behind, so maybe that looks better there. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. I just couldn't get the right placement for that. So let's give you an ink. Now we know where you're going. There we go. Right, okay. Let's get everything off and start placing stuff. Now I want that to come across just a little bit more. I'm going to flip it because I like that raggedy edge. Right, let's get the glue on. Make sure we've got plenty of glue. Like I said, this will dry clear, so even though you can see it. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Caught my throat there. Right. Right, now let's get this one on. So now I definitely want this one. Lots of glue because it's going onto fabric. There we are, and I want it at an angle. I think it looks better at an angle. And then I want the flower on because I want that to go straight up. See, that looks really cute going straight up when that's on an angle. I like that. Okie dokie. Yep, loving that. Put that kind of like that. So I like that spider. I don't want to lose the spider. Oh god, I've got a thing for spiders. I kind of like them. I mean, I like them at a respectful distance, but I do like them. Actually, there's Durham Botanical Gardens isn't far from us, and they have the most beautiful tarantula. Absolutely gorgeous thing it is. I don't know if it's male or female, but it's huge. It's absolutely huge. And every time we go to the Botanical Gardens, I'm always like, that's the first place I'm going to go. I'm going to say hello to the tarantula. funnily enough, you've got to go through the butterfly house to get to him. Him, I'm not sure. I don't want to lose that naturalist, so if I put it kind of right at the top, you're still going to be able to see it. So yeah, I like to go and see that and go through the butterfly garden. And the butterflies are gorgeous because they're just, there's that many of them, they'll just come and sit on you. And I remember one magical memory was when my daughter was just tiny. I think she must have been about 5, because my other daughter was in the pushchair, and we took them to the botanical gardens. And they've got like a nice little table and chairs where you can go and sit in the butterfly house. It's massive, it's a really big butterfly house. And she went to sit down on these table and chairs, and within a few seconds she was covered in these butterflies. And I just remember the look of joy and wonder on her face as she had her arm out, and they were all sitting on her arms, and they were sitting on her head, and there was even one sitting on her cheek. And the look of wonder and joy, because in her mind she was covered in little fairies and they were just like all over her. And I remember that was one of my favourite memories. I love it. But yeah, I love going to see the tarantula. I've got a soft spot for him, her, it, whatever it is. Beautiful animals. Wow, absolutely beautiful. Some of the colours are stunning. Right, okay, so let's see. We've done a whole bunch of these, which is great. So because now I can pop them into the ephemera pile and we can start using them. So we've got this one, which we've just done, which I'm loving it now that it's all together. It looks great. And I like using the bigger pieces of ephemera on the front, just because I think sometimes you just need a statement. So that's going to be nice. Then we've got this lovely one, and this is going to be great because you're going to be able to see exactly what's in there. So imagine if we pop that in there. Oh, doesn't that look gorgeous? Yep, I'm going to leave that in there. And then this one's nice and simple, so that it's nicely decorated, but we can use whatever ephemera we put in there to become the focal point, which will be nice. And I'm loving the colours on this one. It's almost autumn, you know, with the leaves on the bottom and the orange flowers and the peachy, pinky, orangey fabric. I'm really getting excited for autumn. Oh my word. And this one, it needs something else. I don't know what. I'm not going to spend hours sitting here worrying about it, because I could be on for hours trying to figure out what it needs. It'll come to me eventually. I think it's you know what, I'm not going to. This one's got a nice little quote on, which is great. Through stories we can explore our hearts, our souls. I love that. I'm a big reader and I love stories and storytellers, and I'm forever listening to stories, especially like on podcasts and things. I love them. And this one's a lovely butterfly. I think I'm going to end up with half of these are going to be in my naturalist channel. This one is very simple. It is just washi tape, and that again means that whatever you put inside is going to be the focal point. And then this one again, another flower one, which I love, with the raggedy fabric and the flower. It just looks really cute. That's folded over just a little bit. So that's what we've gotten done. Getting a lot done, haven't we? I'm really pleased with that. Give this a go. If you've got parchment paper, when you're doing your coffee dye, and if you're doing it in the oven, use the parchment paper underneath it. Not only does it help it to dry out quicker, and you get some nice, really unusual patterns because of the way that everything crinkles, but then you get this lovely paper at the end of it that is so lovely and patterned, and got, look at all those interesting bits of grunge on it. And then you can make these lovely little, almost glassine like bags out of it. Well, coin envelopes, but you can make bags out of it, I suppose. No, there's an idea. Right, I'm going to leave it there, but thank you for crafting along with me. I hope you've enjoyed it, and stay safe, stay healthy, and happy crafting. Bye.